All right, when did you find out that this was something that you were good at? Like you do it, you're having fun, but like when did you realize this could be a career or this is where I'm going? Like was it MTV News? Was it before that?
Yeah, I mean, it was before that. I think it was kind of when I made that decision as I was graduating college, and I wasn't making plans to do anything else. So that editor that I met, his name's Walt Louie, at Visual Communications, he had suggested, yeah, I call a bunch of places. There's a lot of post-production houses in LA. Give them a call and tell them you want to take a tour. That's sort of like a way in. So I did that for a few places. I didn't get a job that way, but I ended up finding something on our UCLA career website. But I think it was, just that validation from your peers, right? The videos I was doing for the Filipino club, they all liked it, you know, um, and they enjoyed. I enjoyed the process. I found a good groove, that I felt like that was sort of a role that I was playing in this community, to sort of take in all the experiences and share it in a fun, enjoyable way. Um, so I like that feeling a lot. Yeah, so I'd say like towards the end of my college career.
When you told your family that you were wanting to become more serious about going into editing as a career, were they supportive of it, or how long did it take before they became supportive?
Yeah, when I decided to get into film as a career, I mean, I don't think they were overly ecstatic about it. It wasn't, they were like, yes, we've been waiting for this day. They never said that. Um, it was more like sort of, they were supportive, but they weren't, it was sort of like, okay, let's wait and see if you can do this. So it took a while. Yeah, like I said, when they saw that I was working on something that they heard of, like how it is
That's
for
when it
most
happens.
things. Yeah, they're like, oh yeah, oh wow, Um,
This is real.
yeah, and that was like my fifth year going into it. But that was also me still trying to find my footing. That was my first time as an editor, whereas before it was like, PA, or back then it was like a vault assistant. You work in a tape vault. So that took a while for me to really get that editor job. But I mean, even now, like, because I work in TV, and I work on different shows, and I'm finding a new show after one ends, and my parents tell me, "Oh, are you working right now?" Like, no, I'm gonna find a new show. They're like, "Oh my God," like, so even now, I've been working in TV now for 20 years now. They still get worried.
So, throughout this entire journey of getting your foot in the door with editing, and then finally now kind of, having someone that's your go to work with, what would you say has been your biggest setback, or was there ever a point where you felt like quitting?
Well, I mean, I'm also trying to create our own work as well, right? The feature film I'm producing along with Patricia Janelsa, Lumpy with a Vengeance, right here. I'm wearing the shirt. I mean, it's funny you bring this up when I think about quitting, but not that. But it's difficult to create your own projects, right? I mean, I could. There's no reason I've gone too far in terms of my TV career to like give up on that. I mean, I could be an assistant for who knows how long. But I want to keep getting better, right? I want to keep creating, um, you know, be an editor, a full-time editor, as at the same time produce my own stuff. And that's hard. The indie work is hard. I mean, we kickstarted this project back in 2013, 2014, and we're getting close to finishing. Um, but yeah, I mean, there's definitely times when it's really difficult. When you put out a story there that you know um, you really believe in, and you wish the studio would come in and like, hey, here's like $1 million, go make it. And it doesn't happen that way. So yeah, there's times I want to like just, what, let me just kind of be a cog in the wheel here and just work and see what happens.
How do you keep how do you keep going? Is it because you have a strong network, like the whole team is there, like pulling each other up, or what do you do when you do feel that?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, that's you have your people, right, who take care of you. It's my wife who takes care of me and encourages me, my family, close friends, and folks that have supported us throughout the beginning of the film. You know, so and also with the full time work, it's yeah, folks who enjoy the shows that I've been on. You know, they're like, oh, that's so cool, you worked on this show, and I'm like, yeah, you know what, that is kind of cool.
Yeah, you look back and you look at your resume, like, oh, I did do cool stuff.